Good day, everyone. This is another lesson in Developmental Reading 1. Lesson 5, Building Vocabulary Skill. Vocabulary refers to the words we must understand to communicate effectively. So in this lesson, building vocabulary skills will teach us how to build or learn more words so that we can easily understand and we can use it to communicate to others. And according to Gracie's in 1987, there are word knowledge tasks. Number 1 is learning to read known words. Number 2, learning new meanings for known words. Number 3, learning new words that represent known concepts. Number 4, learning new words that represent new concepts. Number 5, clarifying and enriching the meaning of known words. And number 6, moving words from receptive to expressive vocabulary. So these are the tasks that can help the students or the learners to practice their vocabulary skills. And there are 7 principles of developing vocabulary. Number 1 is building experiential background. A teacher can take to build vocabulary by providing students with a variety of rich experiences. For example, the teacher takes the children to an apple orchard or supermarket, a zoo, or to museum or office. Number 2, relating vocabulary to background. This involves relating vocabulary to students' background. For example, the teacher teaches the word complement. The teacher mentions some nice things that were said as complimentary, and working in pairs, students compose compliments for each others. Number 3, building relationships, showing how new words are related to each other. The example is the teacher discusses how autobiography and biography are two similar types of nonfiction, and students describe the subject's accomplishments and some of the obstacles that he or she had to overcome. Number 4, presenting several exposures, found to be essential to comprehension because of limitations of attention and memory. For example, a third grader were shown a model of a brain where words lobe and hemisphere were mentioned during the discussion. They were asked to read a selection where those two words are included. The activity involved the use of the words lobe and hemisphere. So there is a several exposures of the words, which is the lobe and hemisphere. Number 5, creating an interest in words. Generating interest in words can have a significant impact on vocabulary development. For example, in their experiential program, Beck and Makwan in 1983 awarded the title Word Wizard to any students who noted an example of thought word outside of class and reported it to the group. Children virtually swamped their teachers with instances of seeing, hearing, or using the words as they worked toward gaining points on the word wizard chart. And number 6, developing depth of meaning. The most frequent method of teaching new words is to define them. Example, the teacher provides the following context for the word persistent, and for such as persistent detective, persistent salesperson, persistent pain, and persistent rain. And number 7, teaching students how to learn new words entails promoting independent word learning skills. So the teacher shows to the class tools for vocabulary instruction such as context clues, morphemic analysis, and dictionary skills. And there are also techniques for teaching words. Number 1 is graphic organizers, semantic maps, pictorial maps, webs, and other devices that allow students to view and construct relationship among words. Number two, dramatizing, putting words in the context of simple skits, which adds interest and reality. And number three, creating memorable events. Create events that lead to the introduction of new and provide contextual clues to its meaning. So the teacher will create first a memorable event which is related to the topic before the teacher proceed to discussion. And number four, determining shades of meaning. Semantic gradients or differentials can be used to help students note differences in shades of meaning. This is according to Greenwood and Flanagan in 2007. So shades of meaning is to distinguishes the small, subtle differences between words, and this help students to learn to better express how they are feeling or what they are thinking. Number five, exploring word histories. Knowing the histories of words helps in three ways. It sheds light on their meanings and helps students remember them better and longer. It can function as a memory device by providing additional context, and it can spark an interest in words. Number seven, word of the day. A good way to begin the day is with a new word. The word might tie in with the day, the time of year, or some special or national event. Number eight, labeling provides greater depth of meaning to words by offering at least second-hand experience, and in some instances helps illustrate relationships. So as you can see on the picture, there is a volcano illustration which each part has a label that help the students to understand the volcano. Number nine, feature comparison. Through questions that contain two newly learned words, student can compare major meanings. So there is a comparison of newly learned words. And number 10, wide reading, the most productive method for building vocabulary. Wide reading requires no special planning or extra effort. So this would allow all the class or all the students in the class to read all together. That is a wide reading. Number 11, speaking and writing. The ultimate aim of vocabulary development is to have students use new words in their speaking and writing. In-depth study of words and multiple exposures will of words help students attain sufficient understanding of words and how they are so that they will be able to employ them in their speech and writing. So let the students allow to report in the class of that subject matter for them to practice their speaking, and allow also them to write an essay or a research paper to practice also their writing. Number 12, using thesaurus. A thesaurus is an excellent tool to help students use greater range of vocabulary by seeking out and using synonyms. Example is a dictionary, looking at the word on the dictionary. And there are two kinds on learning how to learn words: the morphemic analysis and the contextual analysis. A morphemic analysis, a reading of or word learning technique that empowers a reader to decipher the meaning of words by using the parts of word. It is a approximate meaning. For example, the word understood and misunderstood. So you would apply the morphemic analysis, how to decipher the meaning of the words by using the parts of word. Next is contextual analysis, a method of deriving the meaning of an unknown word from the surrounding context. So there is some clues or hints that would describe the unknown word from the surrounding context, and that are the antonyms or synonyms, cause and effect associations, phrases of contrast or similarity. And that's all for the lesson 5. Thank you.